We are back in session. Hopefully everyone could hear me pretty good. I'm gonna share my screen. Share that entire screen. Go. I'm gonna just share this link. Alright, this is what I'm gonna do. Just come back here. More. Edit. So this is the Discord. I'm gonna just. What is wrong with everything? Good. I'll send this link. Delete that. Paste that. That's in the watch list. Let's go to the. Just edit this whole thing. Copy. I'm gonna edit. Paste that. Come back. Paste that. Go and edit. Paste that. So hopefully everyone is we're gonna go right back here. So I can't see the chat, which is weird. I don't know why. I don't know if anyone is in here. Right? Not sure if anyone is in. We got one person, which looks like it's me. PreMarket Live. Yes, sir. I kind of want to make sure that everyone is good. Everyone in the Discord has the ability to join the live. So let me just see if that is good to go. We good money. All right, cool. So yeah, we got this SPY pulled up, right? This is the 1 hour. And before we even look at any technicals, this is what we should be doing, right? Checking out the news. This is Friday, August 30th. So earlier today at 8:30 a.m., they had core PCE, personal spending. Don't really know what any of this stuff is. And I honestly wasn't expecting any big news from this, just from previous times of seeing these types of news. There's a certain news that makes big moves, like initial job claims or a Fed speech, and it's past 8:30. So looking at the markets, this is the SPY 15-minute. Not seeing much, right? Not much of a reaction. We could zoom in, right? We could head to the 15-minute. This is the pre-market. I'm not seeing much, right? So let's see. We got some people in here. Okay. What's up, y'all? It's working. I feel good. It's working. The first time that I loaded the video, I had to refresh the page and it started the whole live over. Right? So that there you go for me trying to be perfect on my first pre-market live. Just shows you that, you know, we gotta be perfect, man. Let's get the job done. All right, so we're gonna start from the weekly on the SPY. This is a wacky chart because I already have some lines drawn. But this is all the way back in 2000, like 2021, big bull flag, and we're experiencing this huge big breakout from that flag. Now, notice before we broke that flag, well, broke out for this big rally, we had this break above the flag, came down to test it as support. Then we had a nice run. Created this run, created another bull flag, created another run. So this type of flag breakout situations happens a lot when the market is actually trending, right? When the market is ranging, like 2021, 2022, it could get pretty frustrating because there isn't really a true direction, and you really got to be able to know how to take your profits, right? But then when the market is moving, you're gonna be pissed because you didn't take your profits. All right, so 2024, we've been pushing up this whole year, right? So that's context for you. So when you hear, all right, we coming down, or even if you come down a lot, you got to look at how much we went up this entire year, right? So we went up, came down. This is back in April, came up, came down. Long story short, we are pretty much right near the all-time highs after a nice rally. And this looks honestly like a double top, right? Like if I'm looking at it as a fresh novice trader, I'm seeing, oh, this is a double top, right? So potential. So you could just draw a line and say, okay, bow. It's like that. And expect the market to come down. At the same time, even though as good of a opportunity that is to make money on the downside, I feel like it's too easy of an opportunity, right? Um, so I'm kind of like on the fence. I'm not really playing the puts too quick until I see some pretty much evidence that aligns with it on the lower time frames and also on the stocks. So we're gonna get to all these stocks in a few, right? We see Netflix pushed up in the pre-market, right? I'm gonna go through all these stocks, right? Just like a quick overview. We got Elf, Roku, Netflix, Tesla. We got SMCI, AMD, Nvidia, ARM, right? This is the chip sector right there. Google, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft. You got QQQ, Apple, and you got SPY's 15-minute, and we're gonna use the 5-minute. Sometimes we'll switch to the 4 hour just to give us some context to what is going on, right? And of course, you got the main screen right here. So on a weekly chart, speaking of levels, right? This every high and low is pretty much a level because this is the weekly chart. The highest and the lowest part of each week. So you could draw a level at every single high and low. So what is the high and low of this previous week? It is 563.18, and then you have 553.86. And just by knowing this, you can see this is the range. If you see this week, we traded inside of that range, right? Slightly broke it, but didn't close beyond it, right? That could have been an opportunity for puts to the downside here towards this low. That is, buys potentially, right? But if you're just treating a range as a simple range, that's how you would see it. The ultimate range that we're in is this the range of the all-time highs. All right, you got this 9 EMA here, which means this is like the line in the sand for our bullish momentum, right? As long as we're above this line, then we are bullish. But notice we're at the top of this range, so we're bearish. So you have a mix of bearish, a mix of bullish going on. And also using this moving average, we understand that if price does pull back, it could pull back to this EMA. All right, this EMA is currently at about 549 on the SPY. So that is that. Now, we really just want to be focused on today. So we're gonna zoom in, right? Because we're day traders. We're day traders. Let's see. Let's see. This is interesting, right? This is a previous level. You could draw that here. Why? Because it came down, went up, and this is a resistance. The reason why I'm picking this out is because this is where price is currently trading at. We're seeing some wicks, and if there happens to be a support here at this 9 EMA, then this level of market structure would be um, one to help that support be solidified. Um, And the reason why I'm saying that is because support comes from different areas. It could come from a moving average, and it could come from actual resistance from the price itself. And when they both combine together, it gives you some pretty good confluence, right? So that's what we're seeing here right now. You have some support here from this previous low, that red candle. And yeah, everything is it's like more of an area. The price isn't respecting like one exact level. It's just you have to just be aware of, hey, this is an important area. This level is pretty strong as well. This is a resistance from this huge candle, and notice that we came down to hold that as support. Hold that as support. So even though we could say this is a double top, right? Potentially, we're experiencing a double bottom, right? At this 555 area. Now with the bear market, whatever you want to call it, there's always going to be tricks and all types of things in between to make you think we're still bullish, and then the market just drops through supports and demand zones, or moving averages. But in this case, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of leaning more toward the upside overall, right? Not saying just today, right? It could be later on in the future, next week, the week after, whatever the case is. But the stocks isn't really showing me as much bearishness that I would think it would if the overall market is coming what would be coming down, right? Things are looking a little more bullish to me for as bearish a double bottom is on at an all-time high. So you look at Roku, you have this push up. We've been ranging on this 15-minute chart. And since it's Friday, I honestly don't expect markets to break outside of its ranges. If it does, it will really catch people by surprise, right? So we got ELF. I was actually bearish on ELF, looking at it from a higher time frame. Let's see, we got the 4 hour. We got the price under both EMAs, the 9 and the 50, which is bearish. You got this candle close below this low. You've been making lower lows, lower highs, cross over to the downside. It's pretty bearish from this aspect, but if you zoom out, you could say, okay, this is a low, and we're still above it, right? So until it depends on how you want to play it, because you could find some great put opportunities um, from any break of any low. So this low here at 148 could give you opportunity for puts down towards 143, right? 144. So a $4 or $5 move is really good. So even though we might not be able to predict the overall direction, there's still a lot of opportunity in the short term direction, because the market has been moving in a way which honestly has never been ever, right? The volatility, the amount of room you have for price to run is crazy. So it's the best time to be a trader. It's the best time to be a trader. Learn some technical analysis. But it's 9:18. We got 12 minutes until the market opens. But yeah, if you guys got any stocks you want me to look at, throw it in the chat. I'm gonna check my watch list on. Let's see. Let's check the watch list from this point. I never really look at my watch list on my computer. I use my phone a lot. But you guys could check this out. This is what we got here. Pan W, SG, that's Sweet Greens. DJT, that's Donald Trump right there. You got the semiconductors. Kava, Dell, CRDO, that's a semiconductor. Chipotle, Oxy, Oscar is like a health, it's like an insurance. I just had it on watch just to see how it moves. Planet Fitness, Nike, CRM, that's Salesforce, Chewy. Chewy did really good yesterday. GameStop, Beyond, Reddit, right? You got a great list here. You guys could take a look, go through all of them. What's really pushing this week, was really standing out this week. Obviously Nvidia. Then you have SMCI with that crazy drop, right? Wish I would have had my eyes on that one, but like I said, with any break of any low, look at this low from the day before. That could have been an opportunity for you to grab some puts on that breakout to the downside. So you just got to be really good at having your preparation on point, setting your alerts and all that. Um, hmm. So let me just take a look at some of my stocks on my phone because it's just what I'm used to, right? You guys could look. I'm gonna pull up whatever I'm looking at on the computer. So Tesla, all right. So we're gonna pull up Tesla. Tesla's daily chart. This looks crazy. But I'm going to remove this and show you guys the monthly. Why is this so interesting? Because this 50 EMA is a nice it's a nice moving average that holds up pretty well for me, well, for the market. And we closed above it, and the next move will be to hold it as support. So that's what helped me get into Tesla earlier this week. We had a nice swing over last. We took profit on it yesterday, but it was an overnight swing, 50%. And the main reason for taking that was because we noticed it was at the moving average, right, on the monthly. We had some support. I don't know exactly all the levels I was using right now. I can't remember, but that's my brain as a day trader. I really analyze and I do good for that trade. Once it happens, kind of forget about it. Move on to the next setup, right? Let's see. Let's go to the 4 hour. And what you really want, easy way to analyze the price is looking at the moving averages. If you go to the 50 EMA, you see the price is under it. That's more bearish. If the price is over the 90 EMA, is more bullish, right? So you don't have to think too much using the EMAs, but you do have to think when it comes to looking at the trend, right? Because there's more than one trend inside of a trend, right? You got to dissect which is the real trend, right? What's the real direction? Um, Tesla is like very iffy. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of in the middle. So I'm not hype about it. The volume is, yeah, it's decent, right? It's decent. Now September is next week, so the market is closed on Monday. All right, so that means Tuesday will be our next trading day. So that means that we really don't have to do anything crazy today. We could just wait until Tuesday for the market to make some moves, because this is the closeout of the month, right? You just want to, I guess, I don't know what's their agenda, but I would think you just want to keep things safe and turn up at the start of the next month, right? Apple, we had a swing on Apple yesterday too. We woke up to a nice, I think 20-25% profit on that swing. Let's see. Let's check out Apple. This is the full hour. You can see we had this consolidation for like 2 weeks, and then we finally broke out of it. I think 2 days ago, pulled back, and could potentially move up towards 236. All right, so keep that on watch. Why? Because there is nothing in the way past this level. Right? See this? You see that? Where are the highs and lows between here and here? I don't see it. But you see that the price closed inside of that range, and it's gonna need to get back inside that range, obviously, to get to that level. But that's just the play for Apple, right? That's just the play for Apple. Let's see what else is going on. This is some huge volume, by the way, too. Very interesting. So once the market opens up, I like to use my watch list to see what is moving, right? Because what's at the top of my watch list is gonna tell me what moved up. What's at the bottom of my watch list is gonna tell me what moved down. So honestly, I don't really do that much work pre-market, right? This is probably, yeah, this is the most that I've done in a while. But really, I just like to wait. Sometimes if you show up late to the market, you make better decisions. You probably will make more money, right? You don't really want to be so antsy over, oh, what's gonna move, what's gonna happen. Like, if the market is actually trending and things are smooth and we have a direction, then yeah, I'm gonna have my stock written down, know the level, and be ready for that market open play. But situations like this where everyone is kind of confused, uncertain, and the stocks are showing it as well. I'm not going to be in a rush to get into any stocks at 9:30 once the bell opens, right? So the whole thing is I would rather wait for data to come in. All right, the more data that I have, the better, the more high probability of a decision I can make, right? Because when you enter too early and then it's like, oh, I coulda, woulda, shoulda. If I seen this, if I seen that, well, take your advice, right? Wait a little bit and observe what is going on. All right, so let me check the YouTubes. My bad, I didn't even see you guys stocks you put up. So Tesla, Brian definitely put that out there. Shea Money, DAL or GM. So I don't look at any of I don't look at DAL or GM, but let's take a look. DAL. DAL. My girlfriend Sam was actually trading Delta. She made like 300% on her first trade. It's crazy. Almost put me out of business. DAL. Let's take a look at the weekly. Then we'll go to the 4 hour and then the 15. All right. So DAL is under the 50 EMA. So not like super bullish in terms of momentum. It could be bullish if it's at a low point, right? But there's two types of bullish, right? There's bullish because it's actually it has a momentum, and it's bullish because it's in a great position to go up. All right. But I am seeing the trend. It broke above this. It did close above this high, so that's actually bullish. The low of this wave is here, came up, tested it there, came out, tested it. So this low is there, pretty much inside this range, and got some levels there. So I feel like there's too much levels of potential resistance in a way for me to be bullish on it. So, but that might work for puts in the on with that being said, you could look for it to reach this 90 EMA at 42.58 or use this previous support at about 42.17 for some puts. But you do want to confirm what's going on a lower time frame, which is why we want to go to that 4 hour. And this is holding this 50 EMA. So it's bullish-ish, right, with momentum, but with the structure it's heading into is kind of bearish. But like I said, it's so many perspectives to this. If I'm keeping it super simple, I'm trading it from this level. I'm gonna go up to this level at 43, right? But like I said, this is not a simple situation. All right. So let's take a look. We the market is now open, and we're gonna just sit back, chill out for a while. AMD, I do have a swing on AMD. It does well. That would be great. All right, you can see this level here is a very important level. We did go under it, came back above it, held it as support, and that's that. Now I forgot this is just a pre-market, right? So I'm gonna close this up, and I'm actually gonna start a new video inside the Discord. All right, so if you guys want to join the Discord, feel free. But I'll catch you guys on the inside. Peace. September 8th, right? Check out the mentorship. Labor Day sale, 80% off this weekend. Send me a DM, follow me on Instagram, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.